Welcome back, my friends, to a very busy polytunnel. The weather's been cold, now it's absolutely baking. So this May Day bank holiday tour, we'll have a good look around and see what we've got around and about. My second lot of peas have done a lot better than the saved peas that I tried to do, so that's pleasing. There's a couple of don't know what they are yet, but they popped up in the compost bin. We've got another one there. I'll drop these trays. I've done enough dropping trays. The Calce onions from Pete's back garden are doing well. So we've got a mixture there of the salad, lettuce. We've got some spares of the 60-day broccoli, and we've got some spares of the rainbow chard. Giant parsnip, doing really well by the look of it. More lettuce, so we've got rocket and we've got celery there. One of the giant cabbages, much better once it's been potted on and out of the grow room. A mixture of brassicas, that's got to be kale. More celery there. Now, I did say I was going to show you how I built this onion support, but just haven't had time. I did attempt to video it once, but then I read a right mess trying to get it on there, so I thought, well, that's not worth sharing. Complete bad practice. So the others are going to stay in the lampshade covers, and next year I'll get a few more of these made up. Lettuce there. Cracker Jack mixed. I can't. That must be a flower. First sowing of beetroot. We've not got many showing there. More lettuce. I'm giving this Mizuna a chance again. I didn't really like it last time, but I've been picking one or two leaves off as they grow. Carrots, the long carrots, the show carrots, not sure whether they're going to be any good or not. This will be a complete learning curve. Even the ones outside don't look brilliant. I've had to re-sow all the parsnips from the white gem. They're now Gladiator F1s. There's courgette. Carrots in the inside containers doing okay. Now, we had some cold weather, a really hard frost here in the Midlands. This is the only surviving cucumber because it's in the middle of the tunnel. It can't be because of the heat, else that one would have gone as well. That's one of the squashes, the gem squash, the South African ones. And now we've got some dahlias there, some larkspur mixed, a mixture of cosmos, some morning glories, hollyhocks. Labels are all in the wrong place, and some more cosmos. I should have known that. So what I've done is I've potted up several lots of lettuce, and then all the spares have gone into these tubs so that we can just pick and eat. Cut and grow. Lost one more sweet corn, but the others now do seem to be picking up with this warmth. A few more flowers. They're all I think there's three trays there of marigolds. What's this one? It's some rocket. Remember to sow the successional sowing of radishes and carrots. Celery there. Watercress aqua, So I've left it soaking in a bucket of water. Must like water. Salad bowl and some lettuce, red and green. That's the red and green variety. Always seem to do well with those. The seed experiment, leaving the seeds in over the winter months in compost. We've taken some, obviously the money makers and the gigantimos, back to the grow room, and they've done well. We've actually got one, possibly a gigantimo, growing there. Not sure whether that's a money maker, but there's nothing here. I do really need the compost, and let's just have a little look. Lots of seed casings, nothing much else. They would have chitted by now if any of those seed casings had still got some seeds in. So they can go, so I can use this now, this compost, to top up the hashtag potato tower challenge. I put 2 giant parsnips direct into the ground. We've got the long chili, the long world record holder, the heavy one, another long and another heavy. Now the idea of putting the carrots, the giant carrots, in these tubes is so that you don't disturb the roots, similar to my yogurt pots. I'll be putting those in towards the end of the week. Now, I am off this week, and looking at it now, tomorrow or Wednesday I'll be finishing the decorating so I can spend more time up here. The last 3 days, Saturday, Sunday and Monday, I've only come up here and watered. It's been far too hot. That's a giant Swede, I believe. I've moved the water tank in here. Unfortunately, both my shower pumps have packed up, so it looks like I'm back to the bucket. So if anybody's got a good link to a 12 volt bilge pump, I'd much appreciate it. If you've bought one, a 12 volt bilge pump, just to pump the water around my allotment. Doesn't have to be very powerful, but just enough to save me bucketing all this water, especially out of these containers. It's so much easier just to put the pump in. There's nothing much to these little pumps. Caravan shower pumps. It does a great job, but obviously I've probably overworked it. These are the beans that I sowed in the cardboard rolls. A little bit of mouse protection on those. Some salvia there, flowers. Now remember, I chitted some beans. These are the cobra. So the chitted went into these sections here, and look at the difference. These were the ones direct sown into those cardboard rolls. These are the ones that I chitted first. I think it's worthwhile. And here are the beans. Now, if you remember, some of you know, I dropped the tray. So those are the Liberty ones. They're the Scarlet, and then I'm not sure about those. They all got mixed up, all the same colour shell. But as you can see, one's popping its head up now. That's my second successional sowing of beetroot, and they seem to be doing there quite well as well. Celery bog, top that up again today. So here we peas, and the bean family. So yeah, looks like I'm one row short somewhere, but I'll work it. Swiss chard, rainbow chard. Had another picking off that today. Potato tower challenge, that needs topping up. And the gladiator parsnips holding their own. I've actually, the water was gathering here, so I cut a slit in there so it actually holds the moisture in and lets the water in from the rain as well. And this is one that's uncovered. As you can see, weeds are growing beautifully. And this one here, the soil was absolutely red hot in there. So that's got to make a nice growing medium. It looks like the ants have moved in as well, so I might have to ask them to leave. So where I can, I fit my vegetables wherever I can. Some of there's more Swiss chard. Sprouting broccoli's gone to seed. The 60-day sprouting broccoli that I planted in the onion cage does look quite lush. We're getting a little bit of damage as well, but we don't eat the leaves on those. The red onions at the moment, I'm not going to say nothing. Oh dear dear. I hope they don't bolt. That's the leeks. These are Pete's back garden onions now. So we've got that one there, and then I put one in this container. The difference, whether you can actually tell, guys, you know, the difference is absolutely amazing. So that's mainly wood chips. Now I was saying about the fungal being mycorrhizal fungal on the wood chips. I don't care what sort of fungal it is, it seems to be doing that onion the world of good. Brassica cage is empty. I will be bringing, now once the weather cools down, I'll be bringing the brassicas out, just sitting them in there, let them get used to the outdoor environment. Well, actually it ain't outdoor, is it? Probably just as warm in there. I've got to spend a bit of time on those docks, make sure I get all the roots out. I never hoe those, always dig them out. And we've got a few of those stray Jerulas, some artichokes to get out. Into the fruit cage. This crown here is doing really well. I might even take some out of that, because all I did was actually lift it and put some muck under it. But everything else is looking really lush, and there seems to be plenty of fruit flowers on it. So I'm looking forward to that this time. And even my new blueberries have got flowers on. The broad beans did survive the beast from the east, and realistically these are the new beans I put in the bottom. I think they are, yeah, they're catching up anyway. You can see those there, and these here are all the side shoots, not the main runner. So I will do it next year. I think this year's winter was completely extreme. In the potting shed, most of my brassicas are in here now, and I haven't seen another mouse. I caught one and that was it. It's just, I'm going to keep the mouse traps going all year round just to keep on top of them. We're on plot 1 now, hashtag starting a new allotment. And I had a good look round. Even though we had that hard frost, none of the strawberries have been affected. You have a dark black spot in the middle, you may as well pull them off because they won't grow. How many other people have had problems with their rhubarb going to seed? I must have took 20-25 seed heads off all my rhubarb. So I'll just keep pulling them out. I need to start tying some of these canes in now. And I did say I was using the Velcro ties, and Nigel from Muddy Boots kindly pointed out that I should have been wrapping it round the other way so it doesn't actually rub on the vine. That's actually swelled up now, so that does need undoing anyway. Well, the strawberries in these containers were completely devastated last year with the vine weevil. Look okay at the moment, but not pinning too many hopes. Wildlife garden just coming to life slowly, and the sweet peas are there. A volunteer asparagus is going to seed. I might even try and save some seed. Not sure what blackcurrant bush this is, so I've left it in. It's a volunteer. We'll see what it gives us, if anything. If it's good, I'll keep it. The wife's promised me that because I've been a good boy, she'll help me put the roof on the arbour. I'd hate to miss this summer looking at the wildlife garden, wildflower garden. Got to get this compost sorted. As you can see, I've got some more there. It's got a few more roots in, but I think it'll break up a little bit better. Now it's dried out, they were very wet. Quite a bit of root in it. Comfrey's doing really well, so I'll be starting the comfrey pipe off soon. Planted my first earlies on the 14th of March. Be nice to have a few new potatoes, and the tomatoes seem to have survived that cold spell. I took the lampshade covers off. The pomegranate plant bush, that's come to life, and the peach tree that I got out of the compost bin looks okay. We haven't had the leaf curl, but I am aware of I've got to watch out for that, and that's why I've put it inside. Hoping to get the proper lid on that this week and tidy up all this mess. Oh, I hate a messy plot. I hate weeds. Well, I hate to see the weeds. I like weeding. Hope I get some fruit this year. Who needs a roof on the harbour anyway? So peaceful. Happy gardening to you all. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe if you want to see any further updates, and unsubscribe if you're completely fed up of me. You will be by the end of this week. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.